What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Lakers Legacy. It is November 1st, and the Lakers play the Toronto Raptors tonight. I have my predictions on that and the preview for that, along with all the other latest Laker news on the way. So first, let's start with the game tonight against the Raptors. We are in Toronto, play at 4:30 Pacific time against the 1-4 Raptors without Scotty Barnes, Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, and a game time decision for Emmanuel Quickley. So this has all of the signs to be a huge Lakers win, a huge bounce back win. All of our players are going to play besides the obvious ones, Koloko, Vanderbilt, and Christian Wood. I think we should dominate this game from start to finish. We are a 9.5 point favorite, so I'm hoping that we cover the spread. I'm pretty sure we will, and we get out of there with a much needed easy win and kind of a break in our early game really hard schedule. Some of the keys of the game will be to get AD involved early. We need to set the inside-out foundation and game plan for this game. And we also need to shoot the ball pretty well. We need to keep making sure, I've always said 35% or over, or 30% even. So I think we need to continue that trend and continue to shoot the ball well. And on the defensive end, we cannot let them out to a fast start. We can't be clawing back into this game with or within the second half at all. We need to get a lead from the beginning and hold that lead throughout the entire game. We need to be one of those better teams that takes care of business against teams that are inferior to them. All the great championship teams, or all championship teams and high playoff seed teams, take care of business when they play a lower skilled team or a lower caliber team. So I'm hoping that we are able to just take care of this game today. I'm going to be able to watch the whole thing, so I'm going to be tweeting live, and then I'll do a post-game reaction, good or bad. But yeah, enough about the game. I think we take care of business easily. We see big games out of all of our starters, hopefully, and we're able to get them some much-needed rest and only play them. Well, I guess they got rest last game, but only play them in the low 30s at most. Now over to some of the latest news. The Jazz are being a little bit stingy with Walker Kessler. And I don't know if it's just because of because of Danny Ainge, who I'm pretty sure is over there still. Let me check. And he's an executive for the Utah Jazz. Yeah. So he's always stingy with his picks and his players. He wants to get the most out of their potential and their value, as we saw with Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett back in the Celtics days when they got traded to the Nets. So, earlier today or yesterday, maybe, the Lakers an offer of D'Angelo Russell and multiple first-round picks would not be interesting to the Jazz for Walker Kessler. Now, I don't really understand this. The Jazz aren't going to be really doing anything, and unless they've made it clear that they're building around him and they're not putting him on the trade block, then why wouldn't you accept multiple first-round picks and D'Lo, who you can trade after, 60 days? They can trade him again before the deadline, so I'm not sure why they wouldn't accept it, which leads me to my next point, that the Lakers tax is real. We saw it with Bradley Beal. He played against the Lakers, then was out, then played against the Lakers, then was out again. Or with some of the trades that go down, I'm sure if the Jazz got the same offer from another team, even for less of a caliber player than D'Angelo Russell, they would accept it in a heartbeat. 2 first-round picks, 2 or 3 first-round picks, and a promising player who can help to win or help to kind of mentor some of the other guys, or even trade for more picks. Nobody, or who wouldn't say no to that? Now, I'm not complaining. I'm trying not to complain or get mad about it, but the Lakers tax is definitely real, and it's definitely hurting our chances to move up within this season and within or this early in the season, like I've wanted to. I've wanted to make a trade as soon as we can, and then be able to build that chemistry and build a foundation of us winning so early into the season with a potential roster that we could go into the playoffs with. But if we're not going to get Kessler, we're probably going to have to look elsewhere. Maybe one of the Hornets bigs like Mark Williams or Nick Richards, see if they would be willing to give one of those up, because they're definitely not doing anything. But we have to see what teams are kind of selling. Maybe the Nets, they look better than expected, which I kind of predicted. But maybe a Nick Claxton from over there if the money works out well. But we need to do something quick before it is too late and before we waste some of the potential that this roster has in order to just kind of stick with the same roster as we did the past couple of years. What else? Colin Castleton signed a 2-way contract with the Grizzlies. I forgot that he even left. I thought he was still on the team, but I guess he signed with the Grizzlies. Is there anything else? No, I don't think so. It's kind of a short little recap, just talking about some of the different things like the game tonight. I'm really hoping for a positive win. I'm really hoping to see some strides within the offense and the defense. Oh, last thing. JJ Redick was upset with our effort against the Cavs on Wednesday, which I'm hoping he really holds him accountable and we see some of that bounce back and some of that fire and passion that we played with in the first 2 games come back to help us in this game. Just put the game away early, show a lot of passion, a lot of aggression, just be able to get the starters out within 28 to 30 minutes, then let Connect and some of the younger guys get more minutes and more run time. But yeah, make sure you follow on X. I will be back later with a post-game show video with my reaction and everything. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you then.